Well, hello, my lovely lovelies, my most ethical light and love crew. They're telling me to, like, you know how you light the lighters and you're just like, I only seen it on the media. I have never done it before. But anyway, welcome back, my most ethical light and love crew. Angels of love and light, do your thing. I wanted to try something a little different, and see where it goes, you know. I just want to see. It's tarot time, divination time, okay? We have all of these cards to look forward to, plus these cards. Whoa. Topsy-turvy. Oh, you can't see. Oh, my God, the possibilities. All right, so what's the header card? What's the energy card? Archangel Michael, what do you want to say? Teaming up with Goddess Kali, what do you want to say? And Anubis, habit. Ooh, what's a habit? I mean, you could build good habits, so let's not prejudge this, okay? Let's see what happens here. So, what's the header card for this with habit in the frame? Ooh, there's a lot. What the heck is that all about? Are you sure you want all of this? You do. All right, work in reverse. At the bar in reverse. In the bed in reverse. Ooh, breaking habits. Ooh, this is so good. So freaking good. And we kind of have like the hermit card in through the woods. And money. Money, 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 money. And it's like harmony. And we're leading the sheep. We're shepherding the sheep. We're also yielding to avoid danger. And what is this? Cutting off our left hand. Oh, this is so good. And self-discovery. Hidden the groin. Beneath the belt. Self-discovery. So this is kind of like, well, let's start from the beginning, okay? There's a process to everything. I love it. Okay, so we're breaking habits. You know what I mean? Overworking ourselves. Oh, look at that. We're exercising temperance by not overdoing the, you know, whatever poison we pick. Which even means, like, it doesn't have to be about consumption, but also ostracizing ourselves, like doing lonely time in public. You see? That's what that basically is. Yes. And then we're not, like, fucking around. Isn't that awesome? Look at that. But this also means those that are straight-laced, like, gotta make it military style. Tuck the folds, you know, like, make this bed. Like, we're not being so obsessive anymore. We can, like, blah. We can throw a dirty shirt on the floor. By the hamper. It's okay. You know, I have 2 piles of dirty clothes. Actually, maybe I have 3 piles. But one, definitely. That's like a double hard wash. And then there's one that's in the regular hamper. I'm like, there's gentle stuff in there. There's, you know, just more fragile stuff. It's like, it's okay. Then I have the other pile where it's like, you know, I wore layers today, and that didn't really touch my body, and I didn't do anything crazy in it, so I could wear it again. That's also with, like, my sleepy time or errand clothes where I have to put on some pants or put on some bottoms in order to go out someplace or do some tarot. This is actually one of them. It's one of the layered items that I wore. So we wouldn't give you a crotch show. Anyway, in through the woods, talking about private gardens. This is a cosmic garden. But this is in through the woods. Like, you know, we're in for a little adventure. And this is like, to trade off those 3 cards for these 3 cards, hello. This is good stuff. This is leadership, but this is like doing your own thing, making your own music, and You know, this is money-making opportunities in action. And then the inaction part is yielding for the sake of safety. You know, when you notice what's going on in your environment, you're not going to just like say, I have right of way because I fucking have right of way. If you see somebody run a red light, are you going to keep going? No. See? Yield. So, cutting off the left hand. You know, the left-handed path versus the right-handed path. We're making a habit of this shit. It's so good. So good. Like, for me, there's some wiggle room. Like, come on. Look at this sock. Look at this sock. It's a clean sock. But can you really tell? It's a mismatched, well, not a mismatched sock. The other sock is finding its way home. But this one went through the laundry, and, you know, I can put it on my bed. Ah, crazy. And then this is self-discovery, In Through the Woods, a different style. But it is self-discovery, and, like, no shame. You know what I mean? Making a habit of getting to know yourself. So then, you know, like, you don't have to leave it up to anybody else to wonder, especially if they get that close. Like, so what do you like? I don't know, just surprise me. That has some legitimacy, but you have to be able to, like, set the tone. You can't just say, like, no, or, like, you gotta give people somewhat of, like, you know, it's good to give guidance. But it's also definitely knowing yourself, because, you know, when you know your threshold too, or discover it, and it's like ever growing, or, you know, ever changing, then, you know, like, let's say you're married for, like, I don't know, 20, 30 years, and you can't go with the same old, like, you know, this is good stuff, let me tell you. Okay. Archangel Michael. The panel that I had yesterday, what do you want to say? What is, like, what have we got going here for ourselves? Let's go that. Let's go that right. What have we got going for ourselves? Like, the best thing. Ooh, affection in reverse and eliminate in reverse. What? What does that mean? What goes in affection in reverse? So, if you exercise affection, you have a certain fondness, a love for someone. There's just like, oh, like the little pet. Affectionate is caring, being caring, loving. So what goes in that? Our auric fields. What is that? What have we got going for ourselves? Affection in reverse, being caring about what? What does this mean? Hold on. Why would it be like that? Caring. So, not caring. Oh, you know what this means? You know, like the representation of ourselves, this is our core unit, and these are our auric fields, or energetic fields, right? So this is like the sexual part of it, you know? And this is like, you know, the family part of it, like your kin or whatever. And the farther you get, the more like people are more ostracized from, like, you just get more casual. Like, it's just like, so there's something about the proximity there. So, we're not caring. What do we have going for ourselves is that we're not caring about what other people feel or think about who we are, especially if it emanates from the core unit, and especially if we're very rooted in our chakras. So there's something about that, like when we're very aligned, when the patterning is almost like, you know, if we're in hangman mode, you know, and we're being objective to the world, as we are in each auric field, that sense of, like, alignment, that patterning, that's, it shows like it's like a a trickle effect. And then the ripple effect. So the trickle effect occurs before the ripple effect. It's a contact made between the self, that singular droplet, into the huge body of water. And so trickle effect emanates to the ripple effect. So it's like, you know what? This is like, you know, the little, what do you call it? Elementary boy, that does like a cannon bomb in the pool. And so that's kind of like that. Like I'm going in, you know, and it's done with so much joy, so much inner affection that, you know, like there's got to be some wiggle room. We can't keep saying like what gives in whenever we enter a realm that we're meant to be a part of. So that's what I've got going for myself. I can speak to that. I can attest to that. What goes in eliminate in reverse? My panel. Judges. So eliminate. Okay, eliminate in reversal. The opposite to that is, I guess, creating, coming out of, like, just coming out of the woodworks, popping like into existence, like a thought bubble. Bloop. Like you're dead and you're like just dead in a meeting. And you're like, and like bloop, thought bubble. It's kind of like that. So, coming into existence. What's going on over here? It's again like hacking away at that left hand, like it's disciplining. Like, don't do that. You see that? So we're creating boundaries for ourselves rather than just what we've got going for ourselves. Is that we're not just creating boundaries for others, you know? Like, I'm getting like football field, like a 30-yard line, 20, whatever yard, something like that. But it's kind of like imprisoning others, like setting standards, you know? You can only get this far, especially if you're that kind of player. Oh shit. And then so it's also seeing like from blinds, the vertical, not horizontal blinds that you know, do that thing. Look, it started peeling. I have this top coat on my nail polish, and it's supposed to like set things in, but all it does every time I put it on is it makes things peel. Like it coagulates with the other and makes it with the other nail polish, and it makes it like in a different kind of, I don't know, like almost like a sticker decal. And it just comes off. So then I start hacking away at it, and it becomes very pleasing. But I need to redo them. Anyway, that's what we're looking at here. We're looking at things through the blinds, like looking at ourselves. I wonder what they've got going on. And it's all just me. So we're setting boundaries for ourselves, taking a good look at ourselves through, you know, just peeking. Like, when we're having like such a good time and there's a quiet mode and you're like, and when you do wonderful, great things too, it's like, I wonder what was behind that, you know? So it's just setting boundaries and standards for ourselves, not just others. That's what we've got going for ourselves. I love it. Who'd have thought we were going to come this far? Okay, so what is our best attribute? What is my best attribute? Let me go ahead and just ask that since I'm lonesome all over here. What is my best attribute? My panel. What do you want to say? What is my best attribute? At this time, let's go ahead and isolate it. Okay, they wanted to do this. Slave. Then this fell on the left side, appearance in reverse. And then what came towards me is hope in reverse. Dude, what is this? All right, okay. My best attributes at this time. What goes in the slave box? My panel. Shovel. Best attributes. So one of my best attributes primarily is getting the job done. Like basically slamming, like going at it. Like what do you call it? Persistence. Like I'm tied to it. I'm bound to it. I am committed to it till it gets done. Until I can like hang it up on the wall, basically. So that's one of my best attributes. I will get it done. Dude, I stay till 7:30 because of like all these discoveries and trying to get like freaking airfare. Seriously. Like, and then doing research like on the recommended and noticing that there's like one is a scam and the other is like Better Business Bureau complaints, and then it's like fuck. And then finding out that partnered airlines, they can own their agreement is basically if you have a certain like accumulated points. You can't just use your rewards like member number. You have to have accumulated points in order to go through that airline, even though that is the carrier to motherfucker, what's going on? So anyway, these couple of things that I had to do, it got some speed bumps because it's like nothing is really that straightforward. Going through these other carriers, their websites are all set up differently, so you don't know if you're getting the same flavor because the price is not an indicator. Excuse me. It's not an indicator of whether you're getting the same thing, premium or plus or whatever. And then so you got to wonder after legit like validating them that you're verifying that you're getting the same things, and then when you go through the payment, like fuck. I have to spell it out. Fuck. When you go through the payment, then it's like it says it's like it declined because they don't give you a reason. It just says something like we can't like I don't know what the fuck, but they don't give you an accurate reasoning for it. So you're like, is there something wrong with my payment? So then I go check for approval, and I like have to go back and forth. I need to use somebody else's card. And well, they're saying like, no, like there should be nothing wrong with the card. And then you're like, okay, so I'll try again. Third attempt, fourth attempt, showing the proof, and it's like, okay, so I'll try a different airline or a different whatever. And then like same shit. Like it was so crazy. What is going on here? So anyway, so I go from here to there, here, and there. And it's like, it's just a matter of process. Like, I got it done. But anyway, that, if you saw between the timing of the texts, of the photos, of the snippets, of the screenshots, of the, emails, you and the phone calls, you would see how everything was like ping-ponging all over the place. So anyway, this is the last hurrah for you, Mercury retrograde. Let me tell you that. We are done here. And thank you for your lessons. But you know what it did? It gave me 2 extra hours, not of overtime, because overtime is not paid, but 2 extra hours of time off. Isn't that nice? On top of the 2 or 2.5 hours that I did before, like just a day or 2 ago. So basically, I have half a vacation day. So you know what? I was gonna get done. And you know what? That's fine. That is one of my best attributes. And so like when you're doing this stuff, like, you gotta wonder, like, who's behind this, like, bullshit, you know? Who's trying to throw, like, evil eye my way? And, you know, that doesn't make it a pleasant experience. So, you know what? You just figure, okay, karma's gonna set in. But for right now, it's gonna take me as long as it's gonna take me. So, you know, if you want to switch seats and do the job, then you can go ahead and figure it out yourself. But if you're gonna tell me, like, that seats are a rarity at this time after you booked yours, you know, a few days ago, then, you know what, if any, like, there's a point right there. If you want to land blame on anybody, I know exactly how to figure this one out. But for right now, let's solve the problem. Okay? We'll cross that bridge if we have to come to, you know, any finger pointing. But I'm doing what I can here. So, anyway, it was fine. I just meant, it was like, okay, we'll figure this thing out. Excuse me. Oh. So then anyway, one of my best attributes. Bravo. Thank you. So what goes in appearance in reverse? Oh wait, no, my panel. What goes in appearance in reversal? My panel. Oh. We got stairs in reverse to a doorway. Things are not what they appear, and I know it. I know it well. So ascension can also mean descending, like going into the depths of whatever this takes, like the stairwell that goes all the way down. No. You know, remember, is it called The Golden Child? The one, I think it has, is it Eddie Murphy in it? And, he's going through, it's kind of like, it has the feels of, Indiana Jones in, like, the Temple of Doom or something like that. But this guy is trying to protect this, you know, golden child, obviously. And he has to jump on, like, these, tall stone pillars, and you can't see, like, what's going on the bottom. Like, it's supposed to be a bottomless abyss. And so he has to jump from, like, one pole to another. And it's like, it's not even a straight trail. It's just, like, all over the place. And so some of the poles, like, you know, fall down, or, like, break, you know, timber out. So he has to be very, like, intuitively guided in figuring out where to go. It's 11:33 on the clock. And so anyway, so he was like, this is probably, you're just messing with me, right? So he drops, like, something, I don't know, to get to, like, the bottom, to hear, you know, how long does it take before it hits the bottom. And he's waiting there. Nothing. Which makes it even more eerie. So it's kind of like that. Same thing, too. Things are not what they seem. So you just go with it. You're not going to blame anybody. You're not going to say, like, he or she or whoever did this. You're like, I'm intrigued by this. Like, what's the end game of this? Like, especially if, you know, somebody's, like, putting me on or whatever in these loop-de-loops. Like, I gotta, like, do the push and pull communication. So I'm going to tell them, okay, this is what's happening. Okay, I'm going to get back to this. I recommend that we do this tomorrow morning because I've already put in an hour past my schedule. And these are, you know, I'm showing you proof, like, with blah. And then so, you know, that's what's happening there. I mean, especially, like, and again, nothing from my reviews. And so going through, like, these meetings where it's emphasized, like, oh, somebody got a handsome bonus, and, like, if people got some, you know, promotions, and a handsome, like, I don't know, pay increase, and some people got bonuses. I didn't get anything. So, you know, it's like, the world will pay me back. Many worlds will pay me back. They're going to make sure of it in many ways. So anyway, I go down this like long winding road through these loop-de-loops. Things are not what they appear to be. But you know what? You know what? Like I said, I'm thorough. I'm gonna get to it. This is a different way of ascension, let me tell you. Minor Arcana style, step by step. I'm gonna get there. You be sure of it. Alright, so what goes in hope in reverse? What are my best attributes? My panel, what do you... Oh, it's the beach extroverted. So, what does... Okay, so the inverse to hope would be... despair. So... I guess... when I'm going through bouts of despair, like you can't see the end of the tunnel or whatever, I find my ultimate peace, my ultimate avatar state, my ultimate nirvana. Some people can't find it, you know? But like, I don't know why. I just can. Through practice, my dearies, through practice. So that's one of my best attributes this current moment. This is wonderful. You know what that means? That means my guys did a banging job. That means that my inner divine team did freaking awesome. Bravo to them. That means my ancestors, especially going with like the shovel, like digging, talking about like descending, like the winding road, and just due to hard times, my ancestors did a wonderful, upstanding job. Thank you. So that's what's going on. Those are my best attributes at this time. All right. So, what do I have to look forward to in the immediate future that is unstoppable, unpoppable, unswappable? Unfloppable. Oh, joy, inverted, and stupid, extroverted. What do I have to look forward to in the immediate future? What goes in joy, inverted? My panel. That's the one. Home and hearth in reversal. Okay. So joy is inverted. Oh, it's the inner fire, inner light. So this is kind of like really, really cozy times. This is like not just like roasting marshmallow style, like out in the great outdoors where everybody gets a piece of the pie because it's like it's unbiased. What the world has to offer us in its most organic, natural sense, it's unbiased here, you know? But this is a more internalized state. This is like bringing the stars in home, in house. So this is something like those cozy vibes are now internalized under my roof. So that's excellent. That is super duper excellent. That's joy coming to me because I can handle it. That's crazy good. That's in my immediate future. All right, what goes in stupid? Extroverted. My panel, what goes in stupid? Extroverted. I mean, it could be smart. Inverted. You never know. So what goes in there? Who goes there? Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. Dead end. Okay. So, I think these are going to be quite obvious. Like, it's knowing not just your own threshold and getting to learn that, but also what the threshold is of the world on the external plane. So, like, it's going to be so obvious on the externals. They're like, you know, when I hear like a faintness in my like inner, what is it, third eye ear version, is you know, like how cholas, they go, stupid, that's stupid, you know, it's kind of like that. Once you realize that something is like, it's not going anywhere, or like, it's just a dead end. Like, you don't have to reach the dead end to see that is a fucking dead end. It's kind of going through like this labyrinth, and you're like, oh, no, that's a dead end. Okay, let's cut over here. So it's kind of like that. It would be stupid. It would be a time waster to go all the way towards the end, just to say, touch that. That's the end. I mean, there could be, you know, illusions and stuff like that, so you can go through that tangible state. But we're at a time where, like, all these wonderful, like, things, all these wonderful things in my immediate future are not just internalized, but also magnetizing the external of the same likeness. So with that energetic bulb, I can, or orb, collective orb, I don't have to actually make that tangible state of recognizing that is the end right there. Energetically knowing, I know that that's the end right there. So it'd be stupid for me to engage in something that's like a dead end, that you can recognize as a dead end. And so the wise thing about that is knowing, like, okay, I'm done with that. That's my threshold. I'm not going to put up with that. Done. Like, so that's how we are also, we're also discerning the heck out of certain relationships. Like, you know, it can only go so far. So that's as far as, you know, I'm going to go. It's a reciprocal thing. So it's like, if they set the tone for that, or if whatever energetic out there is setting the tone for, like at a certain job, like, that's all that you're going to give me. Okay. That's it. That's as far as I'm going to go. That's it. And, that's fair. That's being smart with your energy. Like, that's how any boss would say, like, you want to be a businesswoman? That's how you handle it. You know? Like, why are you going to give anything more? How does that fucking make any sense? How am I cashing out on this? Like, how is this better than that? Or anything else that has any other thing that has anything else to offer? You know? At this point, it's like, nothing's really holding me back. There's a better thing for me, I'm gonna fucking take it. But right now, that's all that you get. That's all you're giving me. That's all you get. And even still, I'm as generous as fucking be. But, you know, the world has its way of appreciating me. And setting the record straight with karma. So, you know, you kind of pick your battles, but then you also kind of push and pull, communicate with the universes out there. And at least I have good enough communications and respect for other sentience that helps me out. So, you know what? The pull is great. It's great. All right. Lastly, what do you want to say? Sealing up that last bit of what I had to say, what do you want to say about that, my panel? What do you want to say about that, my panel? Because I can take it. I can take whatever it is that you got to say. I'm just really interested in what your thoughts are on all of that. That's the one. Naked. Alright, what goes in naked, my panel? $11:44 on the clock. Okay, look, this is erase in reversal and go extroverted. Okay. So the truth, the absolute raw, naked truth, okay, of this is that there's no competition. You know what they're saying? There's no competition because we are the best. And so it's go time. Extroverted. Like, with that truth, you can go so many places, Tina. You can go so many places. Oh my God, they say that I can. Interesting. So they're basically summarizing it. They're kind of like, but they're not summarizing it in a way that they're actually they are paraphrasing. You know, like when you have do a good job of explaining something, the only way to really support it is not to reiterate it, but to say something that progresses it. Like, so it's like, if this, then that. So it's like, okay, so I have a bowl full of Cheerios, let's say. And I love Cheerios. I can snack on them all day. They're healthy for you. I mean, they feed them to toddlers, you know, like as an alternate to, you know, whatever they have. I mean, that when you're starting on solids, that's what they introduce, like little Cheerios or whatever. It's also known to, you know, be heart friendly. That's how it's marketed. Okay. So then, like, okay, that's cool. Instead of like reiterating that, they're saying like, yeah, and even, how do I say it? It's almost like it's even better when you have milk with it. So it's, you know, like, it's making it more whole in its delivery and moving it forward to something, that's, identifiable as like a meal source rather than just a snack source. So it elevates it from snack to breakfast level. And even you can have like I love having breakfast for dinner, you know, that kind of thing. You just add milk and now you have breakfast or dinner. So it's kind of like that communication. And so this is wonderful because I know I'm actively teaching people who have really bullshitted me. I feel it. I feel it in the way it's delivered. So, but regardless, like I know I'm OG along with my panel. My ultimate support divine crew, my inner circle. So this is good. It's wonderful. They're doing a bravo job. So that's basically what they're saying with this whole naked card. Whatever I described right there, the givings and the misgivings, what they're saying is that there's no competition because I am the best at what I do. I represent very, very well. There is no competition according to how I deliver. And so I can go freaking anywhere. I can do anything with this raw truth. It's absolute go time. And it's an upward trajectory. You see that? You see the road? It's like the curvature is like that rather than over the slope. It's like moving on up. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. All right. Any final things that you want to say? My panel is so good. I'm telling you, disgrace. What is a disgrace? What's a disgrace? Right in front of me. Oh, you know what's going on here? Look, the elders are fucking around. You see? People who should be acting like they're wiser are not. What's on the bottom of the deck? A storm. That's what's headed for them. Because you know what they're doing inverted to me? Hook, what is it? Bait and switch. Do you see that? Fucking bait and switch. I'm like, this is like full immersion learning, like diving in deep, and then it's a bait and switch. What they're doing here. You see with the other sharks there? That's fucked up. So what they're saying is that is fucked up, and we will handle that shit for you. You know, people are getting their karma a lot in my part of town. Professionally speaking, they are getting their karma. And it's not just confined to that. There are others out there that have fucked me over, and they are getting their karma, and they know what it's associated with. I just learned a few things that were very taxing in its delivery. Absolutely. And so it's not over yet. That's just the beginning. That is a fucking disgrace. And I can say that with its emphasis and know that that's just an understatement to what has been done. So my panel is absolutely, they're speaking on that. So what's obvious? Oh, they're being schooled. Do you see that? Schooled. It's like that. They're being schooled. No words, basically. You see nothing on that board? They're being held. This is like detention. They're being held. They're being held. It's like, we're going to teach you the basic lessons. And we're not going to write it on the board yet because you need to learn the basic lessons of holding your shit together and keeping to yourself, minding your own fucking castle. That's what's happening here. Keep your hands to yourself. See? See that? Striking. Ah! You see it beyond the veil. Ascended. This is even my celestial energies. Otherworldly energies. We're not just talking about all elementals, which are fucking awesome, but also my cosmic energies. Other dimensions, they are helping me out. See, the Empress has birthed. I'm not going to show you her. Oh, there we go. It's just a drawing, but this is the Empress birthing, you know, the assistants. This is healed energy, a healed Empress birthing through that. And it's only a matter of time before more strikes. That is the absolute truth. The sun. You see that sun? You know how they have the supermoons? This is the super sun. Supersonic. Yeah, that was it. That's what they're saying. It's done. It is done. All right, that's it. So, what is our takeaway here? Let's figure it out. Rot in reverse. So there's something growing here. What goes in that? Cut from cloth. There's something growing here, and it's usually we would be doing the cutting, but then someone else is doing the cutting. This is something is being tailored for us. This is an external figure, like a professional, like doing it for us. There's something doing custom fittings, tailoring. So there's some growth here, something being tailored. I like it. Something growing, something's being not mended, but created. There's something there. Designed. There's something designed here. Yeah. That's for us. All right, so what is my takeaway? Just mine. Expert. What the freak? That's crazy. I love it. Of course, how could I not love it? All right, so what is my takeaway? What goes in expert? Death. Oh my gosh. Grim Reaper style. Look at that smile. Look at that smile. Buried. Oh my gosh. Buried for sure. I'm an expert at this. Follow through. Being thorough. And contributing to... We're not talking about turnover here. We're talking about turnaround times. We're talking about transformation. You see? You see? I love it. This is so excellent. That is insane. To get that pairing, Anubis, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael, and definitely Goddess Kali have spoken. Do you know? That's freaking awesome. That is chef's kiss. Magnifique. That is, that's insane how they did that. Anyway, thanks so very much. Oh, you know what? The bottom of the deck is laughter in reverse. So it's a crying shame, but it's gonna happen, you see? That's definitely no fun and games there. That shit is for real. Whatever, things are going down. Alright, anyway. That's it. Thank you so much to my panel and my inner core divine team. Thank you. Thank you so very much. You're doing so good. It's so good to be able to, like, show the world, my audience, who my helpers are, how they help, how, like, wonderful you guys are. Each and every one of you. So good. So good. I am so happy to be able to convey these wonderful things that you do, not just can do, but do. And it's great. You deserve accolades. You deserve acknowledgement. And I'm happy to offer that to you. Okay. That's it for now. So upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas to assisting with the sequence of and light and love. I close the portals in this reading now.